Bill Russell.
He's the GOAT.
Yes, I think so. So
NBA,
let's delve into that. Let's talk about goats.
civil rights activist, first NBA black head coach.
Right.
I think he did it while he was playing and while he was a
At
coach.
the end of his career, he was a player and coach.
Yeah, and won the championship. People look to they want to say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. What has Michael Jordan ever done but got niggas killed over sneakers?
Good point.
Really? You know, and then they want to bash LeBron James for speaking up. They want to tell him to shut up and play basketball.
Right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Anyway, yeah. So Bill Russell was a great player. You know, just a great person. You know, I wouldn't even say a great American because he transitioned. He was more than that. You know, he was a global personality.
Yeah, he
And
was. He was.
and people need to realize that, you know, like I said, we look at people like Michael Jordan, your LeBron James, Steph Curry's, and those guys like that. You know, those three idiots out there, the big baller brand, LaMelo, Camelo, whatever the fuck their names
Whoever,
are.
right.
You know, and their dumbass father. You know, um, we need more people like a Bill Russell.
And
Um,
see, like, Russell came from the era when you had guys like Jim Brown, Kareem / Lou Alcindor, Ali, who, they laid it all on the line, especially
yeah,
Ali, because Ali, went to prison and like had his title stripped,
yeah.
for what he believed in. So, yeah, it's just
Ain't no
like,
Viet Cong ever called me nigga.
exactly, exactly. So, things are just different, and it's just finding those kind of people like that. To me, that's just a bygone era. Are there people who are still activists? Yeah, but not like that.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is Benjamin Crump? Why he only come around when niggas get shot?
that's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, all right. I was just wondering myself.
That's a good question. Because somebody gets shot and all of a sudden he's representing this family or that family
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever, and it's like, all right, well, that's nice he's representing the family, but where'd he come from?
yeah. On piggyback on that, I believe that every able, legal, Black American should own a firearm.
At least one, maybe two.
Shit, you gonna need two.
Right.
Need two, maybe three. You always need a backup for the backup.
This much is true. Yep. This much is true. I totally agree. So, like, where do you think we're going as a country here?
Um, we're all going to hell in a handbasket. And guess what? I hope Trump wins. I hope he runs for president and wins because guess what?
Well, he's definitely going to
White
run
America,
again.
you're going to get the country that you deserve. You're going to see how bad shit really is.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, how can a I don't believe he's a billionaire. He might have. I don't. You know, how can a guy this wealthy convince people of little to no means to come out in droves to vote for him and say, "I'm your guy. I believe in you." You know, that's the devil right there. He's playing Jedi mind tricks on everybody.
This goes back to a type of psychology that was very prevalent, back during segregation and stuff like that. And that is, if you can convince the lowest person on the totem pole who's white that they are better than the most educated black person, they will throw you their life savings. And it's that same type of mentality, I think, with some of them. Others, I think some people are just delusional to the point as to where, they like certain policies. Well, I like his policy on this. I like his policy on that. Okay. The problem is with that is there was another guy back in the 30s and the 40s who came to power. People were like, well, yeah, he's a little bit extreme, but I like his policies. I like that he puts our country first. This was Germany. But what happened was he put in all his fucked up minions in place in terms of this office here, that office there, that office there. And then what wound up happening is that, well, these people got in power and they wanted their pound of flesh. So by that point in time, it was too late. And then you start seeing what they started doing to gypsies and homosexuals and people with brand abnormalities and stuff like that, just to kind of desensitize, people. And then they start going after, Jews, the Holocaust, and a war of expansion. And people don't think that can't happen here. It most certainly can. And, bottom line, it's just like with a lot of these people. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all Trump supporters are this way. But, when it comes down to it, a lot of them hate the same people that he hates. And so, therefore, they're willing to overlook a whole bunch of things in terms of what he says and his antics and everything else.
You know how racist America, the United States is? I'm going to tell you this. They are so racist that the first quote unquote black president had to hide his middle name.
Right.
They accept him as Barack Obama. But
Hussein? Oh no, can't do that.
Can't do that shit.
Right.
That's too fucking ethnic.
Well, could you imagine if I ran with my name? They'd be like, oh.
That's the coolest name in the world, man. I'd be smoking a fucking big old fat one right now. Who gives a
but yeah, it's like, do I think that all Republicans or all Trump supporters are bad people? No, but I definitely think that I think a good number of them are completely misguided and don't realize that this guy is back in office and gets a chance to put in all of his yes men in there. We're all fucked.
Oh, I want to see that shit. I want to see that. Because guess what? You're going to get the country that you deserve. If you're going to put some charlatan in office like that, give him the nuclear codes and he's the ultimate diplomat and negotiator,
quote unquote, right?
Quote unquote, and air quotes. So if you want to give him that type of power, yeah, fucking go ahead,
Right.
Mr. Grab him by the pussy, but he ain't grabbing those bitches by the pussy.
Right.
You know what he like? He like white, non-English speaking pussy. He like that type of Kit Kat.
Right.
He don't want none of these liberal bitches out here, fucking put a sweater on a fucking rescued pit bull that they found at 2:30 in the morning while they was driving and shit. They don't want to see that, Nobody wants that shit, But yeah, what else is going on?